Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Let me ask you something before we dive in. How often do you feel like you're not moving fast enough in life? How many times have you looked at someone else's success story and thought, why isn't that me yet? Maybe it's a friend who just landed their dream job, a classmate who's already starting their business, or even someone online whose achievements seem way ahead of yours. If you've ever felt that way, today's story is for you. It's a story about why growing slow is not failure, and why patience and persistence can lead to life-changing results. You see, in our culture, fast success is glorified. We scroll through social media and see people seemingly accomplishing everything in months or even weeks. But here's the truth, most of that is the highlight reel. For every success you see, there's a long, often unseen journey full of struggles, mistakes, and slow progress. Growing slowly isn't a sign of weakness, it's often a sign of strength, resilience, and consistency. Let me tell you about someone named Alex. Alex was never the fastest learner, never the most naturally talented, and certainly never the one who seemed destined for overnight success. While others were graduating with honors, launching startups, or getting promotions, Alex was quietly taking small steps every day, learning, failing, and learning again. To many, it looked like stagnation. To Alex, it was growth, slow, sometimes frustrating growth, but growth nonetheless. In high school, Alex struggled with basic subjects that seemed easy for everyone else. Math, science, even writing essays felt like climbing a mountain. But instead of giving up, Alex developed a habit. Every single day, even for just 30 minutes, Alex would work on what was difficult. At first, the progress was barely noticeable. Tests still came back with mediocre grades. Friends would laugh, teachers would sigh, and sometimes Alex even questioned if the effort was worth it. But Alex stuck with it. Fast forward a few years, and Alex entered college. Things didn't magically get easier. New challenges, new subjects, and a new environment tested every ounce of patience and determination. But Alex had learned an important lesson from those slow high school years: the small daily efforts add up. One day, those 30 minutes of focused study turned into hours of effective learning. A year of consistent work turned average grades into top scores. Slowly, steadily, Alex was growing, not in leaps and bounds, but step by step. Here's the powerful part: while peers who relied on natural talent sometimes burned out or plateaued, Alex's slow growth created a foundation. It wasn't flashy. It wasn't instant. But it was solid, sustainable, and lifelong. When challenges came, because they always do, Alex had the experience, the habits, and the resilience to handle them. That's the advantage of slow growth: it builds strength that quick success rarely does. Many people don't understand this. They think if they're not winning now, they're failing. But failure isn't measured by speed. Failure is measured by giving up. You could spend years quietly learning, improving, and taking tiny steps toward your goals, and it might look like nothing is happening. But in reality, your future self is being shaped with every single effort you make today. Alex's journey continued after college. Instead of rushing into a high-paying job or chasing immediate recognition, Alex focused on skill building and experience. Jobs came and went, some were tough, some felt meaningless, but Alex treated each one as a classroom. A place to learn more about work, people, and life. Slowly, opportunities started to appear. Promotions, leadership roles, and meaningful projects came, not because Alex rushed, but because Alex's slow, steady growth built a reputation. Here's something important I want you to take away: slow growth allows you to enjoy the process. When you're chasing overnight success, you're always focused on the end result, constantly comparing yourself to others. And missing out on learning from your own journey. Slow growth, however, forces you to pay attention to the small victories, the lessons in failure, and the progress that's invisible to the outside world. Every small step, every small improvement, compounds over time. You might be thinking, but what if I'm too slow? What if I'm behind everyone else? Let me tell you this, nobody knows the full story of anyone else's life. Social media highlights, Instagram posts, and even conversations don't show the struggles, the doubts, the sleepless nights, or the moments of uncertainty. Everyone's path is different. Some start fast and burn out. Some struggle early and rise late. And often, those who grow slow end up being the most prepared, the most grounded, and the most successful in the long run. Alex's story took another turn that really illustrates this. After years of steady growth, Alex decided to start a business. Many friends advised against it, saying it was too risky, too late, or that the timing wasn't right. But Alex had something others didn't: experience built over years, lessons learned from failure, and a resilience that came from taking the long road. The business started small, almost painfully slow. But Alex's slow and steady approach paid off. Every mistake was a lesson, every challenge an opportunity to improve, and every small win a building block. Within a few years, the business grew beyond what anyone, including Alex, had imagined. The moral of this story is clear: growing slow is not failure. It's preparation. It's discipline. It's patience. And it's ultimately what allows you to handle success responsibly, with confidence and resilience. Slow growth builds depth, character, and wisdom, qualities that instant success often overlooks. So if you feel like you're behind, if you feel like you're moving too slowly, stop measuring your progress against others. Stop comparing your journey to someone else's highlight reel. Focus on your own growth, your own learning, and your own process. Every small step you take today, even if it feels invisible, is shaping your tomorrow. Every day you choose consistency over shortcuts, effort over instant gratification, and patience over frustration, you are winning, even if it doesn't feel like it yet. Here's a final thought: slow growth doesn't just prepare you for success, it shapes who you become in the process. If you've ever doubted yourself for growing slow, remember Alex's story. Don't rush. Don't compare. Don't give up. Slow growth is not failure, it's life.